Jasmine again, back again with another video. If you're new here, I'm Jasmine and I create lifestyle and self-development videos. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Today's video is about perfectionism, its curse, and how to better manage it and ways to deal with perfectionism. Me personally, I have definitely struggled with perfectionism when it comes to this channel. I've struggled with it in college. I've struggled with it when it comes to trying to make a business. I always wait for things to be just right, which causes me to procrastinate, waiting for the perfect time to do things. But guess what? There's never a perfect time to do anything. You will always make mistakes. Nothing will ever be perfect. And fear had me afraid to make mistakes. It crippled me to the point where, like I said, I was afraid to even start things. And that's not good at all. And there's never a perfect moment to do things. Things will never be perfect. So start. Whatever it is you want to do, start now. Do not hesitate. Just do it, like Nike. Being a perfectionist can motivate you to perform at a really high level. And it can help you to deliver top quality work. But at the same time, on the other hand, it can cause unnecessary anxiety and stress, which happens to me a lot, and it can slow you down. Perfectionism is the need to have everything to go perfectly, but it can often be rooted in fear and insecurity, as I mentioned before, fear. If you struggle with perfectionism, your goal should be to take some pressure off of yourself, because when you want that perfection, that adds pressure on you. Even high achievers make mistakes. Never forget that. Remember that. And they do things imperfectly. You're bound to make mistakes. It happens. No one is perfect. I know that I can often be hard on myself at times. I put all this pressure on myself to just be perfect, to have all these videos edited great and everything. But I have to remind myself not to do that, because we're human. We're all going to make mistakes. No one is perfect. And mistakes actually teach us lessons, and they help us grow. And so here are ways to help manage your perfectionism. Number one is see the big picture, see everything. Diligence takes a lot of effort. Don't get stuck or lost in the little tiny minuscule details. You have to look at the bigger picture. When you pay attention to the details, that's incredibly too time consuming. Like I said before, it wears you down. Try to focus on maximizing the impact of your work to shift your mindset. Next, you can try to create a checklist. Perfectionists like myself, we want to keep working nonstop. And I've done that where I've stayed up for hours, and it's rarely satisfying and it just drains you. So you want to try to create a checklist for each task. That way you can stay on track and on top of your work, and only work on the most important tasks first. Next, know that you are worth it. You're worthy. A lot of people that are perfectionists have a tendency to devalue themselves. There's always someone who's going to be better, richer, smarter, whatever, liked better than you, whatever, and so on. But the problem with when you compare yourself to others is that you start feeling like you're never good enough. You're never going to measure up to what you're comparing yourself to. So just know that and value yourself the way you are. Love yourself. And also realize that money doesn't define you, fame, the number of likes you get on social media. I have to remind myself that, even, or any other external things that can trap your mind. And when you recognize that and value yourself, you'll begin to be more at ease and love the skin you're in, and just be happier, instead of always looking for what you could be better at, the next thing, the big win, or whatever that you could perfect. Next is to look at, stepping up your boundaries. When you're a perfectionist, you're more likely to say yes to things when you should say no. There comes a time when all that you're striving for, that perfection, it catches up to you, and the result isn't going to be great. It's not going to be pretty. You have the right to gently let someone know that you don't want to do something. Put that boundary up, that you won't be able to take on the extra project or help them or whatever it is. When you're already swamped, don't be afraid to say no. And if that's hard for you, like it's been hard for me, I've had to learn, you can soften the blow. You can say you'd like to help out, but you just can't. You're busy. You have to set those boundaries so that others respect what you say, and they're not going to try, and you're not going to try hard to please them. And so I'm definitely learning, like I said, to set boundaries, and that's really important. And I can see that setting those boundaries has helped ease my perfectionism as well, and know that it's perfectly okay to ask for help. You cannot do everything on your own. That's impossible. You're not Superman or Superwoman. So I'm learning to ask for help. Juggling, when you juggle multiple tasks on your own, that causes you to be overwhelmed, and it slows you down even more. It slows down that productivity. Something's bound to drop and not work out. So just admit to yourself that you're not perfect. Like I said, no one is perfect. It's okay. And that's going to be good in dealing with that, dealing with it. And just know, like, if you're afraid to ask for help, others may even ask if you need help. And if they do, take the help. Be gracious enough to accept it. It's not a mark of weakness. It does not make you weak. It's a sign that you actually are well adjusted and know your value, and you value the support of your network. It shows that you're healthy. Yeah, don't be afraid to initiate the request to ask for help if no one asks you. It's absolutely okay. It's normal. I'm definitely learning this as well. It has been hard for me to ask for help or help at times because of that perfectionism kicking in. But people think that perfectionism is admirable, but sometimes the opposite can be true. A person that's always so put together and so perfect and portrays that invincibility, people could think you're like too perfect, like you're hiding behind a shield. And those who carry that perfectionism shield believe that it offers protection against their vulnerability, judgment, blame, and shame. But actually, rather than offering protection, the shield holds you back from being your true, authentic self. And at the end of the day, you should want to be authentic in yourself. So in addition to recognizing you have worth, you need to know that you are worthy just the way that you are. You don't need to make drastic changes. You don't have to change anything about you to be worthy, to be perfect. You don't need hundreds of friends who compliment your talents, beauty, popularity, thinness, wealth, anything, or some other sign of perfection. You only have to be you, yourself, and be comfortable in your skin and the way that you are. And be grateful for what you have. Showing gratitude helps with perfectionism as well. And it's more than saying just thank you to others when they give you gifts or do something nice to you. This whole concept of gratitude is important. It helps you to be able to live an authentic life. It helps you to accept all that has happened in your life, the good and the bad. And it helps you to just be thankful for everything that's happened to you. And so, yeah, it's nothing wrong with perfectionism, but these are definitely things to help with that, because it can boggle you down and cause some anxiety and depression. And so I really hope that this video helped you. If it did, please give it a thumbs up. Comment below what you want to see next. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not yet, and share with all of your friends. Tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe to Jasmine again. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell everyone. Help me get to 500 subscribers, y'all. I'm doing a huge giveaway when I get to 500, which will be soon, hopefully. Thank you so much for your support. See you in the next video.